Trump will probably be remembered as the security president. He was right about the border, trade, staying out of ground wars, and restoring some sort of decorum to law and order in this nation. All these issues affect our economy, and these cities need crime control, which I'm going to talk about in this video. DC has been a mess with crime going back to the 1980s. I think Trump has the authority to go in to DC because it's our nation's capital. He was right about this. The government runs secret crime control operations in there, and you're dealing with something that is technically not a normal city. It's not typical. Under the 9th and the 14th Amendments, in my view, he has the power to basically go and do this. DC is not a state. They lack a governor. They're not a typical city. They are regulated under federal laws and other laws that regulate the District of Columbia. It's technically not a state. I think Trump should also go into Chicago, and for similar reasons. But I think that's where the line is drawn. Unless a city like Memphis wants the Trump administration to go in there with the National Guard, I think Chicago is where the line is. We don't want the central government getting too much power over typical crime in any city. You still need legal or local crime control over the people at the local level under the 10th Amendment. This can become dangerous in peacetime, and I think Trump knows this. I think Trump is looking at the extremes. These are not normal municipalities when it comes to crime. All levels of government need to be watched and regulated. It reminds me of LBJ sending the National Guard into many cities back in the 60s to stop riots. The locals couldn't stop the riots. I think LBJ at the time was right to go into these cities with the National Guard. He didn't want to do it. He felt he had to do it. I'm not even a big fan of LBJ. I think he was totally corrupt and was involved in the murder of JFK. But he got a few big things right when it came to crime control, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, Medicare, Medicaid, and a really great budget deal in the late 60s that's very, very heavily overlooked when it comes to his career. I think LBJ was right on this issue to go into the cities. I also think Trump is also right to go into these cities, or a few of them, that have major crime problems. But I think it should only be done in extreme situations, and I think Chicago is where the line is. Once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your consideration. I just got news earlier that there has been another mass tragedy in America. There has been another mass shooting at an ICE facility in Dallas. So our thoughts should go out to the victims of this mass shooting and anybody connected to the victims in Dallas at this time. There's not a lot of information at this time what has happened, but there are mass casualties. This is far too common right now in America. Once again, thank you for your time and consideration. Please make a note that my next video is going to be on the fallacy of Ayn Rand or Ayn Rand's ideas in the real practical world. If you're really interested in right-wing politics, you may have a lot of interest in the next video. Once again, thanks again. It's free to subscribe.